Sweet, we're up. What's going on, guys? We're back. Today we are doing a custom build that Brad laid out for me. So I haven't even looked at this yet. What do we got here? Sweet. So we got Intel i5 14400. Cooling that is going to be our new Deep Cool Mystique 240 AIO. So this is their AIO that actually has digital display on it, so you can see temperatures, everything like that. If you like that, Deep Cool has been really killing it lately too. So that I'm really excited for. And then GPU, so we're going 14400 and a 4070, and this is the Zotac Twin Edge. This is a really good compact 4070. Pairing that up with 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3600 and a 2 terabyte NVMe. All right, so overall, this looks like it's going to be a really good, like high-end 1080p or like upper mid-range, like 1440p machine, like really solid 1440p machine. Hey, what's going on, Johnny? How are you doing? Just me, is it like really dim in here today?
It does seem kind of dim. I don't know why.
Oh, it's probably because we put that on the door.
Oh, yeah.
So no light's coming in. It's gonna be like, it just feels dim in here.
Yeah.
It's hot in here. Look at that.
Yeah. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Zach on YouTube? How's it going?
So By the way, this build we are doing is going to be a ready to ship build. So if anyone's interested in it, this build will be for sale. Should be up there sometime this week.
Yeah, should be probably tomorrow. You're working on your camper, Johnny says. Working on his camper.
Oh heck yeah!
I'd love to have a camper one day.
I miss our old one. We had like a really old one, like an 80 something when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was one of the ones where it had like the actual bed over, the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Dude, they were so nice because
That's
like,
cool.
it was so nice because you could just walk around back, take a nap while everyone's driving. And then that's where we went to, like, I've been to every state except Hawaii and Alaska because of that RV.
That's cool. I always wanted to have like an RV or something.
It's fun until something happens.
Yeah.
We had a few times where like tires would die or like something would go out, and when you're just stranded on a highway in a place you have no idea.
Yeah, that part sucks. See that? My friend in my neighborhood had one of those trailer campers, pop-ups, and I was so jealous of that. I always wanted to sleep in that thing.
No, I also liked having we had like a little CRTV, like a tiny, like the 12-inch ones.
Yeah.
And like while we're on the road, if it was like a 10-hour shift on the road, dude, you could just plug that into the thing and play your N64, PS2, or whatever.
Dude, I remember seeing commercials for like Astro vans that had the built-in like TVs.
Those were cool. We didn't have that.
One of them had a fucking built-in Nintendo 64.
That's cool.
And I wanted that car so bad. That would have been so cool.
There's one of the kids I went to high school with, his like first car at 16 was the Modern Warfare 3 Jeep that had like the built-in Xbox 360 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So dumb. So fucking dumb. Like the one kid in our whole school that had money, because his family like owns all the marinas in the area.
Really?
And like Johnsburg and McHenry and Fox Lake is a big marina area, big boating area. I want to get a pontoon. I think that's like my next massive investment.
Pontoon?
Yeah.
Johnny says I like either travel trailers or RVs. They both have their pros and cons. Yeah, I could see like travel trailers being kind of a pain to set up, take down all the time. I've been in a few RVs and man, nice.
Some of them, yeah. There is an RV neighborhood in McHenry.
Oh really? Where it's just a bunch of RVs?
Yeah, it's like older, like retired people. So it's all nice RVs, but it's just older retired people and all their RVs. And we had a family friend who retired to it. We went in, and their RV was like, dude, like $100,000 RV. It was nuts.
I know those things. My one of the guys I used to play basketball with when I was in high school, he was a ticket broker, and he started a side business for tailgating, where you could actually rent out RVs for tailgating and
Oh, nice.
stuff. And he brought one to play basketball with. Like, oh my god, it was so crazy. It
Dude,
was so nice.
we're big race fans in my family. I'm not the biggest race fan, but my family is, just because of where they live.
Yeah.
And I remember my uncle did tour of Danica Patrick's RV, and he says it's one of the most insane things you'd ever see. So like, then I watched a video, because I guess she has a video on it, and dude, her RV is nuts. If you know
Really?
Danica Patrick.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Dude, it's better than my house.
What?
Yeah, it's better than my house. Her RV is absolutely, she probably is the best RV I've ever seen, dude. It's nuts. Because she lives in that more than like a house.
Yeah.
So she just put like all her money into like a super nice freaking RV.
That's
Wild.
I think it'd be cool to have an RV that had like 2 levels.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't even know if that's practical or not. But that'd be really cool.
I think it'd only be hard because of like the height restrictions on like bridges and overpass. But there are like some, like I've seen some that are almost like a loft. Where like you go up a little step and the bed overhangs.
Yeah.
But I've never seen like an absolute like 2-story.
What's up, Doomduck? Yeah, I've always wanted to get like a yacht or something when I retire.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the ocean.
See, I couldn't do it yet, but I could definitely live the rest of my life like Master Roshi.
Just on a secluded island.
Yeah, no one knows I live there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like the freaking dream.
Dude, with Starlink, with games, you can still play online games and shit.
Yeah.
So, fuck not.
Dude, the only thing that shocks me in Dragon Ball is how a high tide has never just taken out Roshi's house in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, right.
And it's like most likely the Pacific Ocean too. So I'm just amazed nothing's just for
Yeah.
it.
What's up, Homo sapiens?
Ugh.
I gotta go back next time. I have to go direct some memory.
Cool.
We'll return if you guys will be gone.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna close your roll call.
I think this is the first time we put a liquid in a heat cool.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not even like a spec.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Any of our models. Doomduck says not much, just finished gardening for the day. How are you?
It's another thing I haven't done in a long time is garden.
Yeah, I haven't been. I did one last year and then I just kind of said, nah. There was some drama involved around it. And I was just, you know what? Fuck you guys. This year I'm hoping that we'll do something again.
Dude, yep. I couldn't garden, and I feel like you become a gardener, you become like a brewer or like a griller. Like there's that old dad
Yep.
thing, and I lean the grilling. Is where I put all my time and effort. Dude, I got some skirt steak and did some tacos. Fuck groceries, dude. I'm so sick of buying groceries. I'd rather just learn how to starve. I went in, I bought 2 pounds of skirt steak, flour and corn shells, salsa, chips, dog food, and rice. $120. Fucking
Skirt steak expensive though.
no, it was
Oh.
like $10 a pound. This wasn't.
That's not
This,
that
this was on sale. This is everything, dude.
Yeah.
So freaking expensive. And if it was just me, that could have fed me for the week. But like I don't know how the hell anyone. This freaking nuts, man. How expensive shit is.
I know.
Peanut butter, man. I eat a lot of peanut butter. The peanut butter I eat is like $10 a jar now.
Is it really?
Well, I eat like Justin's because it's like a
okay.
natural peanut butter.
Shit, dude. Go
It's, like,
to
unfiltered.
Fisher's. You can make your own at
Oh, yeah.
Fisher's. It's right past Algonquin Road, right past 90.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I eat a lot of peanut butter. But dude, that shit, it's just insane how like the tiniest stuff is so expensive. Like fucking olive oil is like $12 for a bottle. unless you get like, and like a lot of the stuff that's cheaper isn't actually olive oil. It'll say like extra virgin olive oil, and if you look at it, it'll say it contains like 10% olive oil.
Yep.
So it's like olive oil mixed with like canola oil or sunflower oil or something. So you like if you find anything that's actually olive oil, 100%, it's
Pete Jersey says skirt steak is crazy pricey. Time to go with mac and cheese, ramen, and tuna. I'm almost at that point, man.
yeah, for
It's
real.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, being 30 but having to live on like a college diet.
Yep.
Well, this, like I said, the skirt steak I got was like like $10 a pound. That wasn't that bad for 2 pounds
No, that's
for
pretty good.
3 people, like for tacos. It was just everything else.
Yeah, what's up, Doom Duck?
Damn IO shields, wine that ruined my day.
I went into Home Depot and they have my Traeger on sale. Instead of $800, it's $600.
What?
They have a Traeger for $600.
Jesus.
I really want it.
Get it.
So bad, dude.
Just do it.
Ah. The only problem is I'm trying to reduce my credit, not add it. I'll be able to fail, but it's like, damn it, dude.
Man, it's just nuts, man. Like, I come home, I barely can get groceries, and then I just want to play a game or something, and I can't afford a game just to be happy a little bit. It's alright, man. One day we'll just revolt, you know. Revolt.
I put my credit card on Steam. That's how I've been buying all my stuff.
Dude,
Probably
have you seen what, Mr. Robot at all?
no, I've never seen it.
It's like a hacktivist show.
Yeah, I know of it.
And they literally, there's like one plant in there that holds the server for like the US banks. So like basically it's a corporation, a server corporation, but they're the most secure corporation out there. So that's where like all the credit card companies, bank companies and all that hold their information.
Yeah.
They bomb the fuck out of it basically. And what that does is it just it deletes every debt, like deletes everything. I'm sitting there like, dude, someone's gotta do that.
That's what they did in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Well, they just blew up this fucking city.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they blew up all the banks and shit.
What sucks is you know there are people in those buildings.
Yeah. What brand is the board? The board is MSI. Yeah.
Yeah, the MSI Pro Series.
Yeah, it's an MSI B760M-AY P4. Yeah, dude, Doom Duck, we'll hold on to it for you. I'm holding on to it for you for a week or so.
You'll win. I got faith in you, Duck. You got this, dude. I hope I win.
You're gonna win?
Yeah, I hope so. If I win, I would just like hold another
Yeah.
raffle with it. Yeah. But I would have like my own entries. Like, all right, dude. Whoever clears this raid for me gets 1 entry.
Yeah. Be carried through the mythics and shit.
Yeah. Spot me a grocery bill for skirt steak, 1 entry.
I actually had some skirt steak. It was on sale a couple weeks ago for like $5.99 a pound at Jewel. Go tomorrow, pick some up. I was hoping to grill it today, but I'll be able to with the rain.
Oh, dude, that was a downpour. Perfect. Low key, part of me was like, please. I was just like, please shut the power off so I can go home. I'm just so. It's not even like a Monday thing. It's just one of those days where it's like I don't feel like I'm even alive.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I feel like I'm still dreaming. Like I never actually woke up.
Yep.
You played any more Gray Zone, Brad?
No. I tried a little bit just solo, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I just like it's really fun, but I hop back on Baldur's Gate and I'm like, okay, well, I'm in another campaign. Just want to keep playing games like that. Next game, I totally forgot it came out last year because I was playing Baldur's Gate again. Was Rogue Trader. That's one I've been meaning to play, and that's like a CRPG take on 40K.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I meant to pick that up, but then Baldur's Gate came out, and I was like, well, I guess we should play this again.
I still gotta finish Baldur's Gate. I've been meaning to play.
So good, man.
Gaming redeemed a hydrate.
I just find it funny that Christina and I put more hours in the early access, like replaying Act 1 over and over and over again, than like the actual full game itself is. That Act 1 we have down to like a science. Like we're speeding through it on this playthrough.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to spoil anything for you guys. If you guys hop on to that campaign with us, we'll just go with the flow. But dude, we just rush.
I know pretty much everything in Act 1. Samara does not. I think she only played a little bit of it solo. Or she didn't want to play it solo. And we started a campaign, but then stopped doing it.
If you didn't finish it, are you going to go Ranger again?
No.
No. Rogue?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided who I want to go. Samara needs help picking the class.
Well, I don't actually have water today, guys. So if you redeem a hydrate, it's going to be coffee. We actually have to make a shop water run.
I think he's actually doing today.
Yeah.
After he gets that. What 10 games would you recommend for PC?
Oh, that's hard. What kind of games do you normally like? Because there's like there's a genre thing here. But yeah, 10 games for PC, that should be easy to recommend. I just whistled when I said PC.
Wait, what?
Or when I said games, I
Oh.
whistled like a freaking old man. 10 games. I can't see. You can't do it when you want to. Yeah, Doom Duck, just give us a genre or whatever that you is your go-to, and I'll tell you exactly what to pick up. Unless it's something I don't play. I hope you only strictly play like hardcore high fantasy RPGs. Then we can talk. Anything else, refer to Brad.
Beats Jersey says board quality has come a long way. I used to run to the store and I would only use Gigabyte and Asus, but now it seems like so many are great quality.
See, I was always a MSI guy. Gigabyte, I'm not gonna lie, I was the opposite for a bit because for a while I just hated their BIOS. For the longest time, I hated Gigabyte BIOS. But now, MSI is probably still my favorite. I think they have the easiest BIOS, and they always have. But Gigabyte, I love because you don't have to have, even as like a standard consumer, like just from a standard consumer's point of view that doesn't know how to manually download drivers, MSI and Asus want you to download like a third-party app. So for like a standard consumer, that's what you're gonna do. Gigabyte, just when you turn on the computer for the first time, it'll just download drivers. You download them and it's gone. You never have to like have an app or anything like just stuck on your system, which is super nice. So I will give Gigabyte props on that. But yeah, I would say MSI, Asus, and Gigabyte are all pretty much up there. Like you're not gonna be upset with anyone that you get.
Mike Davis UFC says, "Yo, dropping love, fan of the builds." Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
I normally play open world battle royales and race games with some rage games. Open world, I mean, it's hard. So like when you say open world, are you talking about like Far Cry Elder Scrolls, or are you talking like Kingdom Come Deliverance, or like is it just open world, or do you like open world RPGs?
Cam Jacob says, "Certified Gigabyte hater here. Gigabyte suck."
Yeah, get him, goddamn gigabitch. I remember that's what everyone called him. No, Gigabyte, I used to be a Gigabyte hater for real, just because I hated their BIOS. But I mean, like their hardware has always been on point with like MSI and Asus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had an ASRock board, I've had a Gigabyte board, and now I've had an Asus.
See, I've almost my first personal Gigabyte board was my ITX system, so our travel one. But I've always been MSI, just because like I love their build, like their build quality was great. They didn't over brand like MSI gamers this, gamers that, like all over the board. Like, dude, just give me a black brick, something that's like good to look at.
Yeah.
And then they don't do like a bunch of RGB either. Like I like that, and their BIOS I just think is the easiest to navigate and tweak.
Doomduck says, "I prefer RPGs a bit more."
RPGs, all right. I would recommend both Divinity Original Sin games. I would recommend Baldur's Gate because I was just playing that. I would recommend. I know RPGs, so that's just the one thing I can tell you. Kingdom Come Deliverance was one of my favorites. Greedfall, I really liked. Now I'm blanking that I need to actually think about something. Oh shit. Once I actually need to think, I can't think. Divinity, Baldur's Gate, Greedfall. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, this side.
Pillars of Eternity, I really liked. Like, Pillars of Eternity is probably one of my favorites. But some of these are more CRPG, if you're okay with CRPG. They are still open world, but... I think... Pillars... Wasteland I really like. That series is good. I mean, I've only played the second and third one. Those are good. Gotta think, dude. Gosh, I'm about to go through my Steam list. Both my Steam lists. Where are these gosh darn fan screws? I got more recommendations. I'm just like totally brain farting right now, dude.
You played Battle World recently?
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
I'll probably, like, I got a good fill out of it. So whenever they hit, like, get closer or hit 1.0, that's probably when I'll really dive back in.
Yeah. Definitely needs more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate, if you haven't played Baldur's Gate, anyone,
Dude,
play it.
Baldur's Gate
So good.
was, like, honestly, I'm not, like, the most emotional guy in the world. But Baldur's Gate, the fact that that game was so popular really fucking hit home. Because Baldur's Gate 2 was, like, the game that definitively made me a gamer as a kid. So, like, growing up, Baldur's Gate 2, Fallout 2, and Diablo 2, and Warcraft 2. That's, like, all I played on computer. And Baldur's Gate 2 was, like, my favorite fucking game. And I was never able to talk to any of my friends about it. My friends had, like, on PlayStation, on like Dark Alliance and stuff, so we loved Dark Alliance. Like, that was good. That we all love Champions of Norath. Like, those games on console, Gauntlet, they understood. No one knew Baldur's Gate. And, like, I even have it on my phone. Like, I went back 4 or 5 years ago because they released Baldur's Gate on phone.
Yeah.
Bought the first two, beat them again on my phone. I still have the old box. And it's just one of those games, like, the only person I could ever talk to Baldur's Gate about was the DM for our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and he's in his 40s now. So, like, that was the only person who even knew what Baldur's Gate was.
Yeah.
And then Christina and I picked up the, I got her into playing Divinity, got her into that, and then when Larian, dude, he could tell you, when Larian first dropped that trailer for Baldur's Gate 3, we pre-ordered the early access so fast. Got on early access day one, and it was like 2 or 3, I don't know, other people I ever saw that tried it. And that was because, like, I would talk to him about it, like my buddy who works across the street.
Yeah.
And I think it was Josh maybe tried it. And other than that, like, it was like 3 years of just playing that early access back to back to back. And we thought it was going to be as big as, like, Divinity 1 was or something, whatever. I was just super excited. And then it came out, and when that game blew up, it was the best. Because it was, like, my favorite, like, my first ever favorite game of all time is now, like, world recognition. It's, like, the first game in history that won every Outlet's Game of the Year award. Dude, Baldur's Gate 3 made me so fucking happy.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so well done. The story is amazing.
Yeah.
The choices actually feel like they matter.
Yeah.
Which is, like, the best thing.
See, they did choices right. Because what I like is they have choices. They have freedom, but all of the freedom they give you is also somewhat narrated.
Yep.
In a way. Like, there's some... It's like when you play a Hitman game and you could just go up and shoot them. Like, there's multiple ways to kill them, but they actually, like... plant like like multiple like specific fun ways to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like Elder Scrolls, it was just like assassinate Narfi, and it's like, yeah, everyone's just gonna go shoot him with a bow.
Yeah.
Opposed to like Oblivion, where you could like poison the guy's drink, go up, cut the trophy. Like I like it when they give you freedom, but they actually structure it to where like there's dialogue options or there's this that they structure the hundreds of ways to do it.
Yeah.
So it still feels somewhat cinematic.
Yep.
Because like there's a point where it's like too open-ended and too free to where it's like boring, like it feels like lazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, I think just kill target is same thing with like the first Assassin's Creed. I love that one, but it's just kill target.
Yeah.
And it's lazy. So, but I like it when you have open-ended, but it's also a structure open-ended, so it feels like
you're actually
doing something. Yeah, you're still doing something.
Yeah, it feels like you're actually interacting with the game mechanics. Besides, like,
yeah, that's dude. They just did such a good job on it. Part of me still likes Divinity a lot as well. I really want to replay the first Divinity because the first Divinity I've only done once.
Divinity 2 Original Sin.
And then, oh yeah, not the first Divinity, because the first Divinity was Divine Divinity, then Beyond Divinity, then Divinity 2, and then Divinity Originals. Divinity 2 was my first Divinity, because that came out on like PS3 and Xbox.
Original Sin 2 is mine.
Yours?
So I bought Baldur's Gate Day 1 on Early Access. Played that. Loved it. Wanted more. And everyone was saying Baldur's Gate 3 is similar to Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, I'm buying that. And then I played that for fucking like 4 months.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
It's so good.
The only thing that I wish Divinity or the Original Sin 2 had was the tossing mechanics.
Oh, like throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you
That's
can
the
still throw
only thing that
boxes
was
and
missing.
you can still throw boxes and stuff
Yeah, but
at
it's not
people.
like the same.
Yeah.
It's more of like the telekinetic where you just
The only thing, see, I don't mind that as much, even though it is fun to like
it was just
throw.
fun. That's the only reason.
But I just like it when you have dialogue. I do like how Baldur's Gate kind of zooms in on the dialogue and you get more character. Like Divinity had great characters, but Baldur's Gate just hit another level with its like characters.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're both amazing games in their own right.
Yeah, because there is some things where it's like I really like Divinity's combat and class. Like the class, because that's like their own homebrewed rule set.
Yeah.
And like I like the action points a lot because I liked how it kind of had like a save mechanic. So where if like, oh, I can't really move right now, I like being able to save that turn and then you stack the action points for the next turn. And I just like some of the classes they had. Like Divinity had some creative builds.
Like the Barrelmancer. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite that
That's how I got through some boss.
my favorite I tried, I actually kind of homebrewed together was I'm always gonna be like a homebrew guy. I love homebrewing. I did a Summoner and Pyromancer or build, and dude, I would just like put fire on the ground, like blast people with fire, and then I would summon the demon, and like when you hit level 10 on summoning, it would be a huge like Goliath like demon, and you summon it in the fire, so it takes on fire.
Yep.
And then what was nice about that is that when you went up to people that had, like, I love about Divinity is the magic and physical armor. So you could go up to people that had magical armor and you could just hit them with the fire demon and he did so much damage, you just break him.
Yep.
Like, if I can do a pet build to some degree, that's usually what I do. Like a pet mage.
Yeah, Divinity, I don't know, man. It's just so much
Divinity
fun.
had really good combat. I love their combat classes. And the world and music I really liked. Like, yeah, I don't think Baldur's Gate it's really good, but it's different enough to a degree where I don't think I could say, like, one is definitively better than the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's cool that you can see like it's just like another iteration for them. Like,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate from Divinity Original Sin 2 to Baldur's Gate 3. It was just another iteration. It's really cool.
What's something I can't stand in shows? What's something you can't stand in a shows? Like a TV show type of thing? What's something I can't stand? That's easy. If you talk about TV shows or anything, easy.
Probably TV shows.
Easy question.
I'm trying to think of. The show gets too preachy for me. That's kind of the thing.
Oh, Pred, you've got to listen to the message. Yeah, Doom Duck, just let us know if you mean like a TV show. But, or I'll just answer. If you're asking what's something I can't stand in TV shows, 100% romance. Romance or love stories or any sort of melodrama around that. Like, I don't fucking care. Basically, anything CW, I hate. Like, when I watch what do you call it? Arrow? Like, I don't give a shit about the love triangle. Oh, you're fucking my best friend while I was gone and all. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Shoot someone with a bow. That's why I'm watching this. Shoot someone with a bow. Look, that dude just robbed an iPhone. Kill him. Shoot him with a bow. Any of that shit, like just romance, love triangles, like what's that one show people liked about the high school people? Like where it's just cringy melodrama. No. It was like within the last few years. Like the girl did like I can't say on stream to herself. And she like
blamed
blamed
it's
it.
The one on HBO?
Maybe. And she like blamed it on everyone.
Oh, wait, they're
Yeah. That show.
Yeah.
I watched like 2 episodes because my friend's sister had it on. The dialogue, everything, fucking annoying. No one talks like that. That shit, everything that happened to that person happens to people one at a time, but not everything happens to one person. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I watch that stuff and I'm like, oh my god, please do it. What's the episode where it happened?
Right?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
I'm kidding. But it's like, dude, that stuff, like, that's why, like, I like anime, but some anime I can't do because, like, the dialogue when they try writing romance, like, Inuyasha, that's what killed it for me.
Dude,
When he turns human in, like, the full moon and he has the black hair, the dialogue is just like, oh, fuck, I can't do it. I could go on, man. I hate romance stories. I hate... Now, like, I'm not against, like, romance being in something. Like, I like Marvel, and freaking we have to deal with, fucking Captain America blue-balling himself for 80 years. That's fine. Because it wasn't just, like, the most cringy freaking dialogue at all episodes every episode. Or all movies every movie. It's just, like... Sometimes, guys, that dialogue, it's like, does anyone really talk like that? Or if anyone's really in that situation, like, oh, I actually, like, if your wife came up and was like, I want you to know I've been banging your best friend forever, like, I'd just walk away. You'd be like, fine, fuck it, sure, divorced, bye. I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna win you back, girl. I'm gonna show him. Russ, I'm gonna wait till you're in a proper public place and I'm gonna come make a scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
So I bet you loved it when Shane and Rick got at it.
Yeah, that was dumb too. That was dumb too. I was like, that was dumb. It's not dumb that it happened because if Rick was in that hospital bed for like 3 or 4 years, sure. He was in there for like a month.
Yeah, right.
Lori could not fucking wait. She's like, dude.
Yeah, right.
Lori took no recovery time to get over Rick. The second it almost felt like Lori was waiting, like, is he dead? Is he dead? Can we do this? Is he dead? I'm sure, babe. It's been like a month. Like Lori gave Rick, dude, there was no mourning period for Lori. And then Rick still came back and acted like he was the one for him. What a bitch. I'm being serious. If I get married and I die, like on my deathbed, I'll ask my wife, like, dude, at least give it like a year or two.
Yeah.
Like, shit. Like, at least I shouldn't be that easy to get over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Doom, I'm 100% with you. Like, I love anime. I hate fan service. Like, it's, if that's what you call it. Yep, never been a fan of that stuff. It's just annoying. Romance, like I said, it's not like, obviously I don't watch like romance movies, like, you know, quote unquote chick flicks at all. Never have. But there are just some TV shows that like I want to watch. And it's just like, dude, sometimes like there's just shit that happens that like this style, like even Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad, but then, well, one, Breaking Bad, I hate to be this guy, Breaking Bad doesn't know how to write female characters. I will say Breaking Bad is, they made them all just fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like I could not look at Skylar. She's just a bitch. And then like they did not know how to write like a strong female character. There's a difference between Lagatha and Vikings is a strong character. Skylar, just a fucking bitch. But there's a scene when she was like banging her boss and all that, and I was like, God damn, like I don't care. Go back to cooking meth and killing people. You know, like that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I don't mind that stuff too much.
Oh,
If it like initial with Arrow, like some of that's fine. But it was when it was going on for like season after season and there's no resolution. It just keeps on getting more and more drama. It's like, okay, enough's enough. Come on. Find out something new to write, please.
Or the other thing I hate about TV shows next to melodramatic is, and I'm going to target some specific shows here, is when writers just don't like source material. Like, if you don't like the source material and you don't really give a fuck about it, then don't make a Witcher show. Don't make a Halo show. Don't make a Lord of the Rings Amazon series. Like, if you don't really give a fuck about the source material, like, why? Like, just make a new series. Just come up with a fresh idea and do something. I like, that's another thing I hate, is just taking an existing IP and you're like, I don't really give a shit about this. I actually don't even know what the lore is, but this name makes money, so we're just gonna take, I have a show I want set in this universe, but no one knows who I am. I'm not a talented writer, so what I can do is I can take this universe I was gonna create and just put that in an existing universe where it makes no sense. But that existing universe has a name it will sell. Like, dude, I actually saw a Rings of Power trailer for season 2. And like part of me was shocked. I think I had some like very vivid lucid dream where someone actually like went up 2 points in their IQ score and said, maybe we should just cancel it.
Facts on YouTube says, are you doing a giveaway? Yes, we are.
I could find the perfect story, but the second fan service gets out of hand, I'm out. Yeah, dude. So Duck, so like my big thing about anime is I call them Misa characters, because like Death Note was one of the first shows that had it. Misa, I hate her. And there are so many characters in shows that behave and act like her. And like, yeah, those characters are just, dude, that stuff can kill a whole show for me. Like Death Note, such a good show. It almost could be ruined because of Misa. Like, it's just so obnoxious. Oops. Yeah, for real. He gets it. Doomduck's on a different level. Doomduck gets it. Because it's like, let's be real. Some people find him cute. sure, cute and charming. Imagine being a real person, like having to be next to someone like that.
I think we've all been next to someone who's like that.
Oh yeah, dude, we
At
had a
one
weeb
point.
table at my high school because I would watch. Well, then I was still reading One Piece, so every once in a while, there's this one dude there. Wasn't like my best friend in any ways, but he was at the table and he was cool enough to where like, you know what I mean. Those people that like you would never hang out with them outside of work or school or anything, but
Yeah.
there you'll talk to him. So he was the only other person that was really reading One Piece back in like 2009. I mean, so I would sit at the lunch table. Holy shit, dude. Some of the kids there made me want to throw up because they would wear like the Naruto headbands to school around their neck. And they would actually say like, "Hi, Nixon!" And I'd sit there and be like, "Oh, fuck, dude. Hey, did you watch the new episode? Was it good? Yeah, you liked it? Okay, dude, I gotta get the fuck. Please. I can feel the scabies coming."
Shit.
And like some people actually talk like that. That should not be allowed. That should just not. Like the things I can only imagine my mom would say to me if I talked to her like that. I think she'd probably neuter me. Just to make sure it couldn't happen again.
Yeah.
You know, Death Note's ending is different from the manga.
Yeah.
I have not read the manga in a while. From what I remember, is Misa started a cult to Kira. I remember, isn't there an extra panel where Light wakes up in the Shinigami room? That's like in my head.
I don't remember, but I know that they're different. I just don't remember how they're different. It's been a long time since I watched it.
I've also seen dove into some of the side stories of Death Note. Like I did see the one story where the kid tried to actually they dropped the Death Note and the kid just tried to sell the Death Note instead. I've seen the stories about the Death Note in the 70s. I've seen a few of the side stories, but like main story, dude, Death Note is from like I was in junior high when I read Death Note. And like with that, I read it once, but I've seen the anime probably like 3 or 4 times. So that would have been like just under 20 years ago that I probably read it last. 2006.
Oh my god, that is almost 20 years
Yeah.
ago. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, anime. Can we also talk about how bad Power of Friendship is? You don't know Power of Friendship? Oh, dude, it's like one of the big shows. Everyone told me like, dude, you like One Piece and Dragon Ball and all that? Yeah, watch Fairy Tail.
Oh, I've heard of Fairy Tail.
And it's like literally like 5 episodes of the main boss just beating the shit out of them. And they're like, okay, guys, we're best friends. We love each other. We can do it. One Punch boss is dead. Wow.
One of those shows.
That was great.
I feel like One Punch Man
One Punch Man?
kind of ruined anime for me. Just
Yo-
because it's so good. It does all the tropes so well and just makes fun of everything.
One Punch Man is gold.
One Punch Man is amazing. I'm so waiting for the next season, man.
There's very few anime out there I would consider perfect. One Punch Man is pretty close. Cowboy Bebop's up there. I love Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop's still best theme song of any.
Mm-hmm.
The original Ghost in the Shell, love that, but I wouldn't say
I'd love a game, not like a Cowboy Bebop game, but
It's called Outer Worlds.
a game like Cowboy Bebop. Is that an Outer Worlds? Really?
Outer Worlds is pretty close.
Really?
Yeah, you're just a space cowboy.
That's what I want. I want to be a space cowboy.
Yeah, Outer Worlds. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
Outer Worlds is as close as we'll get to that or Firefly. Because Cowboy Bebop was just the closest thing to Firefly
Yeah.
for me.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah.
I think you mean the Cape Baldy. Yeah.
Hmm?
He said, I think you mean the Cape Baldy. One Punch. Dude, I remember seeing the first season, the final episode. It was just so like visually satisfying. That fight. That was probably like one of the best fights I've ever seen in an anime.
Dude, you know what is the best? One of the best things I've ever seen that really makes me look at anime differently. My buddy just looked at me, and it was just funny because like it's just like everyone knows it's true. You just don't think about it. He's like, "Yo, Naruto's pretty strong, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Luffy's pretty strong, right? Yeah, for sure, dude. Do you realize though, if all these guys went in a different universe, like they'd still get their ass kicked by like Krillin and Yamcha? And you realize how weak they are? Like, dude, he was like, dude, Yamcha still knows Spirit Bomb. So like, I said, it was like, yeah. And when you start thinking about it, you're like, damn, Naruto looks way less cool now.
Samara just started watching again Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho is so good, but dude, it's another one of those shows that gets plagued by the ending.
Oh, the bad end. Oh, he rocked the ending. That's right.
Yeah, there's no ending. He
Yeah.
skipped it. Yeah, the dude he's unconscious for the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, and the writer actually apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, guys, I just fucking couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like Kaido can't even beat Krillin yet. Yeah, dude. Little does Kaido know he's one Destructo just from a bald man away and just no longer being an emperor.
This cooler is so cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I like the black pants with just the silver accent.
Yeah.
This is definitely, and like just how it has the gray, like this is 100% the aesthetic I would go for if I was getting an AIO. This or the Arctic 3. I do really like the Arctic 3.
The Arctic 3 is really nice. So much better than the Arctic 2.
And these blades are heavy. So like you can kind of tell once you like, after being around a while, you can usually tell when you see like fan blades, like the quality of them. And these are really nice fans. But they didn't put a tab on their gosh darn peel. I'm really about these fans. I like just the silver deep cool. These are really nice. Yeah, dude, like look at All Might. All Might, everyone looks like this dude, like he's the gosh damn second coming of Jesus. Yamcha rolls up.
Yeah. Yeah, Yamcha, Krillin, and all them really became like afterthoughts. With all the like the power scaling of all the villains and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Akira Toriyama wanted to do more with them. From what I heard happen, and this was from my extensive research over the last 30 years of Dragon Ball, that Akira really wanted to do more again with Yamcha, Krillin, and them. And he actually wanted to dump Vegeta. He hated Vegeta the whole time, but the fans loved him so much. So he just it was a fan service thing just to keep the show mostly about Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
Because even the show was supposed to be about Gohan. Goku was supposed to be permanently dead at Raditz.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, there was no mention of Otherworld or anything before that point. Goku was supposed to be dead at Raditz. And then, like, a lot of the fans were writing him like, yo, dog, that's bullshit. You bring Goku back for, like, a few panels and just kill him.
Yeah.
Right after the main character of Dragon Ball, you just wipe him out. And so he brought Goku back. And then again, Goku was supposed to be dead at Step. And like he tried so hard to get Gohan to be the new main character.
Yeah.
And then again, people are like, "Yo, dog, that's bullshit. You don't do that to Goku." So he brought Goku back again. So he tried getting the story about around the other.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you can only be brought back to life like 2 times or 3 times or whatever.
And the fans weren't having it. The fans weren't having it. The fans like, no, Goku and Vegeta, that's it. Do you prefer aesthetic or stats? Oh, stats. 100%. Uh-oh.
What's aesthetic?
That's what I'm making sure of. Because I almost think he's saying aesthetic. I read it as aesthetic real fast. That's why I went ahead and double check. Mythbell. So was it supposed to be aesthetic? Like it just for appearance? Because that's what I read. And when you said aesthetic, I double took and was like, oh, yeah. I like stats. I'm a numbers guy. So like when it comes to my RPGs, I'm a big numbers guy. Now like I'm not against though like transmogging and stuff like that in games. I personally like the look of visual progression. So I like the look of like I think it's an old school like a boomer gamer mentality. There's something cool about picking up like new chess piece and then you see your chess piece changes. So you get this visual, it's almost like you get this like visual notification of your power level going up. So I like stats changing it. But I'm not against like a transmog system. Like if someone says like, hey, I'm wearing this armor, but I want it to look like this armor. I don't use it, but I'm 100% for it. But I still like stats.
Wolfie! What's up, dude? How's it going?
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I actually do have to pick up my phone really fast.
Been a bit of a roller coaster today. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. Hopefully a good roller coaster?
That means he flipped his car, right?
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Any chance you would be willing to put together a full guide for IQ? I have 13 kill. The only thing I could say is like checking out Corsair's sites for IQ. Because they probably should have guides, and they should have video guides on their website.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea though to make a quick.
Even if we
IQ
link it,
guide.
because it should be on their site, but if we could find a way just to like link it. Freaking poke my pinky, bro. That's depressing.
Yeah, I mean, we could try to make a quick reel or something one day. I know IQ, it's changed a lot since I first started using it.
Dude, Deepcool's even doing the Arctic thing where the fans are like pre-daisy chains and ready to go. I am a fan of that.
Oh no, Wolfie. Aunt and Uncle were visiting, showing them around base and stuff. Uncle had something happen and we had to call EMTs.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. Hope everything's okay, dude. He's good now? That's good.
Oh, thank God.
That's good.
Yeah. Dude, that's the worst, is like when that stuff just,
Yeah.
when just something, like when it's a normal day and something just wild has to happen like that. That's always like stressful.
They were very basic guides, nothing about create your own theme. Okay. Yeah, we'll look into it.
Yeah.
Can't promise it'll be like tomorrow, but the next couple weeks probably. I'll put it down. Sweet. If you guys haven't checked out Wolfie yet, check him out. He streams on Wednesday at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central on APC.
I'll be there, Wolfie. Dude.
And I sometimes play Faz with Wolfie.
Yeah, guy in the truck.
Yep, the truck guy.
Speaking of which, I really want to go ghost hunting again, Brad, because that was fun.
Yeah, I just talked to my dad about Waverly.
What's he say?
We're thinking sometime in September.
Just like literally, if you get the dates and if you already pay, just get it. Like whatever date you find, because I still haven't used any PTO yet. Just do it.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sure you'd be like a month ahead of time or something.
Yeah.
Because that would give us time, and I'll just tell you.
Okay. Yeah, but we also talked about maybe doing Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah, you were telling me that's free place to strip Satan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to go.
And my dad's like, I don't know about that one. And I'm like,
Dude,
"Yeah,
your
it's-
dad was so funny.
Dad died.
I loved your dad just because like we were down in the basement and we're like, "Do you guys smell sulfur?"
Yeah.
For the longest time, and Christine's like, "Nick, you farted, didn't you?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I didn't. I just actually smell like sulfur down here." And then we pull out the spirit box, and it's like, "Is anyone down here?" Satan. And your
Yep.
dad's like, "Gotta go.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go." I smell sulfur. He's saying Satan's down here.
Yeah, that was loud.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird because I smelled the sulfur too. Like when we first walked down the stairs.
Yeah, because like there's a difference between sulfur and like a fart.
Yeah.
Like sulfur, it
That
has
was,
like
like,
that rotten
rotten
egg.
egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. As soon as it said Satan, I'm like, yeah, it's probably time to go.
I think you don't believe in that stuff, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, man?
Brad's like, I'm not a firm believer, but like I also don't fuck around to find out.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Have you seen that meme of like the guys in the boxing match and the one dude just stops the fight and he goes, "Coming." And the dude gives, he's like, "I give up." And they're like, "What?" He's like, "He probably couldn't actually do it, but like I didn't want to stick around to figure it out."
That's amazing. Jesus is my helmet. How's it going, Warwolf? But yeah, no, I'd like to do Bobby Mackey's. I don't know if I believe like the stories that they say. Like,
Oh, that's the
portal to
one
hell.
place I know like Zach's gone to like multiple times because
Yeah.
it's freaked him out.
But then I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, we're gonna do one of those in probably September sometime.
Heck
So-
yeah.
And we're gonna see if the guys from Conover want to come with too.
Oh, the guys we met in Oregon and stuff?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. No promises that they'll want to come, but offer to them anyways.
Bobby Mackey's seems like a place you'd want to go.
I
Well, not really, but like you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
On like
Like,
a
I
free
wanna go-
weekend, I probably want to just like hang out there.
yeah, like I want to go someplace that's like has documented hauntings, you know, like Conover, like it has like some documented, but it's not like high on the list, anyone's list. Waverly was the first place that was kind of like quote unquote high profile,
Yeah.
and it was weird. Like the fourth floor, that's where like the shadow people are,
Yeah.
and
You got that one photo that looked like someone in a dress.
yeah, I got that one photo. But yeah, as we were doing the tour, like I'd be looking like in rooms, and I would see like silhouettes from like a blink of an eye. There'd be a silhouette there and then not. And I was just like, oh, it's probably my eyes playing tricks on me. But then I got home and I'm just thinking about it. And I'm like,
I don't see these
I don't
silhouettes
see
anywhere else.
silhouettes at home or anywhere else when it's
Yeah.
like maybe I was actually seeing something, like, because it was a lot. It wasn't like just once. It was, I probably felt like 5 or 6.
Yeah, the only physical or weird experience I've had, like us, the Satan thing was a little weird, but sometimes I feel like the box just said stuff, like it was pre-programmed to say stuff.
Yeah.
But that timing was weird.
The timing was weird.
But the only time I felt weird was when we were in Galena. We went to the old mining because it used to be a lead mine. Yeah, lead mine. And like they would take miners and they crammed like 30 of them into a room like this big, like literally this big. And we went into the house where they had the room, and it was fine. And like the room was on the same floor. We walked around the house, and then when we came into the room, the lady and the tour went in first, and she's like, "This is where the miners slept, and this is where some of them still are, and that's where they did like the spirit box test for us."
Yeah.
When I stepped into that room, I legit got like extremely lightheaded, extremely nauseous, and like dizzy. Like I would see double when I
Oh
looked,
shit.
and I just didn't feel. So I just kind of stood there and listened. It was the first time like I didn't raise my hand to volunteer to ask what I didn't. I just sat there and I'd like to sit there and focus on my breathing. And when we walked out, the second I walked out of that room, I felt fine. The second we walked out, and it wasn't like dark or anything. It wasn't like a creepy room to be in. It was just like brick, like old stone walls, dusty, like, but it wasn't like creepy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in a basement or anything. Like, yeah. And we walked out. I asked Christina, like, "Did you feel okay?" She's like, "Yeah." Like, she felt fine. Kevin felt fine. Everyone
That's
felt fine.
weird.
And I felt so fucking weird. But the second I stepped out of that room and was still inside the house, I felt normal. And that was the only physical experience I've ever had. And it wasn't like a super haunted building. It's not like they were malicious or anything like that. It was
Well, when we were at Waverly, we were on the second floor, which is like the main floor. We were going up to the third. And as we're walking up the stairs, Mara's like, I'm getting uncomfortable. Are you feeling anything? I'm like, no, there's like, this feels like home. Like, there's no weird vibes, nothing. And we get onto the third floor. We stop at this door where it was like, I'm trying to remember. It was a closed door, and maybe it had a window in the door. But the tour guide started talking, and the tour guide looks at Samara and says, "So how are you feeling?" And Samara's like, "Well, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable." And she's like, "That's normal. This floor makes women feel uncomfortable. The presence here." So that was weird.
I still found the weird story you told me at Waverly is the one that you could even read in the newspaper. Like the kids that got locked in that office, and they were like, "There's no locks on the door or anything, but the door is being held shut." And they were like, "There's actually marks where they were like swinging stuff."
Yeah, they were swinging a hatchet at the door. You could see the hatchet marks. They were trying to break the door open. They were fucking around on the fourth floor or something with the shadow people. And the story is that the shadow people trapped him on the fourth floor, and they couldn't open the door to get into the stairwell. They were shaking it. There's no locks. There's not even like a clasp or something. It's almost like there's like no door handle on the door. Like it doesn't latch.
Yeah.
And it was stuck closed, and they were screaming and swinging their hatchet at the door. You can see the hatchet marks. Then there's the death chute, where there's something down there that doesn't like people being down there. And they had reports that they thought there was a break-in because something was tripping their motion sensors. So they called in SWAT. And SWAT went down there. And they all came running back up because of what they saw. Like, it scared the SWAT team.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd they see?
They saw, like, the creature that lives down there. Or something. I don't know. But I did get...
Did you go down there?
I was going to. Well, one, it was super fucking hot. We didn't have any water. with us because we left it all in the car thinking we could go after the car when we needed to. And it's like 200 feet of stairs. So we were like, don't, even if we get down there, like we have to climb up all the stairs again.
No, hard no.
And so we just got to the edge where the stairs start. But like, man, the vibe in that fucking concrete tube is wild. Like you talk about like feeling
The chute?
yeah, you talk about feeling something like the hair on the back of your neck is standing up. Just it feels super uncomfortable. Like I don't know if it's just like them like preloading it into your head like, oh, there's something dark and scary down there, or if it's like actually you're feeling something that shouldn't be, you know? I don't know. It was wild. Mark 2 Andrew says, hi, how are you? How's it going? It's going pretty well, dude. Just building computers. How about you?
Oh,
He's got the Charmander emojis. Hell yeah.
Doomduck said, do you watch One Piece? Yes, I have been watching and reading One Piece since I want to say 9 or 10. And I'm still. That was like one of the first mangas I was reading after Dragon Ball. And favorite character? Ooh. Luffy, dude, I do freaking love Luffy, but like, I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of Gear 5. So Gear 5 might have taken him down a peg. Favorite character?
We're from Cary, Illinois, Mark. We're suburbs of Chicago, pretty much. We're like 45, 50 minutes away. Chicago, going west.
I do really like Zoro. I fucking love Bon Clay. Bon Clay is like one of the most underappreciated characters in One Piece. Bon Clay's a homie. Love Bon Clay. And so I would say Zoro, Bon Clay, and
Mark is from Manchester. Well, hell yeah. We're in Illinois, if you know where that is.
and probably Whitebeard.
We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah,
3 times a week.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, dude. Bon Clay is the GOAT, man. Bon Clay, I really wish he would have just joined the Straw Hats. Bon Clay is amazing. He's just this dude that wears like ballerina swan shoes and dances around and just legendary, dude. Love Bon Clay. No, we are down. If we ever do go to Waverly, I will go in that basement with you. Do they let you go? They'll let you go in that basement though?
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. It's hard to believe the SWAT team thing because you feel like if they actually did see something down there, like a full team, you think they'd send a bigger team in again.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's what they said. It was in the newspaper too, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you feel like if they actually saw something weird down there, they'd send it. Watch,
Yeah,
it's
if I
just
saw
like this
something
weird.
down there, I'd just start like fucking unloading. Just
Watch, it's probably like this weird like light that's down there, and it just like is like making a freaking like possum shadow with the
Yeah,
finger
right.
on the wall. Dude, I want to know what happened. I know they're making a movie about it, but it's gonna be like a fictional movie. Jesus, have you remember the paranormal YouTube channel? There was like a YouTube channel when YouTube first started, like 2004, 2005. And there was like ghost hunters on YouTube that did it. And they actually went missing one day. like still to this day, I believe they're gone on one of their
shit.
hunts. You'd have to look it up. Well, you look up what they were called, like YouTube Ghost Hunters Missing.
YouTube.
It was paranormal something, and they were like super popular. They were like back in like I said, early 2000s, early YouTube days, and they just went missing on one of their hunts. Can't find anything?
No.
No?
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. YouTube Ghost Hunters gone missing.
Yeah, paranormal paranoids. Was that what it was called? Guys, this is actually like a crazy story to look up. I believe this is a true story. You found it?
Yeah, but well, I found the fandom wiki.
Then maybe it wasn't that. I could have sworn it was paranormal.
Oh, it's stunning missing YouTuber story. Yeah, might be them.
Yeah. I just looked it up and that was the name I found, and I knew it was like I thought it was paranormal something, so that's why I said it was paranormal.
Apparently it's a movie.
No, they're making a movie called Shelby Oaks.
Oh, okay,
I think
yeah.
based on it. Chris Stuckman, who's like a YouTuber, is actually like doing the movie based on it.
Hugh Stevenson says, just ordered my PC, thanks TJ.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
TJ is not in right now. He had to run out and go grab parts. One of our distributors, but I'll make sure he knows you dropped in on YouTube.
Yeah, TJ's on a mission today.
What's going on? Here,
What's happening?
he has some suggestions for Kick channel.
Oh. Yeah, that's all Brad. I just kind of stand here.
Yeah, Nick doesn't do too much.
Yeah, no, not really. Not my thing.
Hugh says, this is so cool. I've been in healthcare my whole life and never saw anything like this.
Like what? PC?
Building a PC?
Oh, dude, it gets... Yeah, dude, some PCs are really cool. Some PCs drive you absolutely insane. Depends on the day. But yeah, building a PC is really fun. And like they come out with new stuff all the time. Like I remember when AIOs really became a thing. It was just mind-boggling.
Yep.
Because normally like liquid cooling, when I was like first started building computers, liquid cooling is something you have to do outside of your computer. So you'll see old cases, like I told Brad, they have little buttholes on the back of them.
Yep.
Because you'd actually have to put your liquid, like your pump and everything outside, and you'd run tubes into the computer from that. And then, so when I first saw like an AIO for the first thing ever, I was like, this is crazy that you can have liquid cooling just all inside of a computer.
I remember when I was doing IT stuff, and they said it really pissed me off because it's not true. But they said that it's mandatory for a gaming PC to have an AIO on the test. Like that's I forget what, A+ certification.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's on the test. Like gaming computers need AIO cooling.
No, not at all.
And it's like,
Gaming
hello?
workstations, maybe if you're like a video editor or something, or rendering videos, AIO helps. Games don't really push CPUs that hot. Like if you're just gaming, you'll be fine with just an air. Dude, I still use air coolers.
Yeah, I mean,
My NHD 15 goes fucking strong.
like really the difference between air cooling and liquid cooling comes down to a few degrees. Like it's not.
Yeah, and sound.
Yeah.
They'll both hit the same. Yeah. For the most part too, it's just like aesthetic as well. Like some people just like the more open look you get with an AIO.
Yeah.
I like the look of a big brick air cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, so don't let anybody tell you you need something in a computer. Because there's not much of that.
No, but there was a good while where like I would say like 2012 to like 2020. There was a good like 8-10 years there where like AIO was everything. Like every time you saw people like YouTube, anything building a computer, it was always AIO. Then at some point down the line, they realized like air cooling is still there. Now you'll see people do builds like with air coolers and stuff like that again. But there was like a good time where like AIOs were just like the new fad. Like you had to have one. They are nice. I'm not saying they're not nice in any ways.
Oh yeah, it's not a necessity.
Yeah, your computer will not die without it. Like I said, some people just like the aesthetics of it, and that I can understand because you do have more of like an open view. And like aesthetics are important, dude. I like the look of an air cooler, but like aesthetics are important. Like so, if you just like the look of an AIO, nothing wrong with going with it. Because that's what makes computers cool versus like a console and something, is it can look how you want it to look, and it can just be. Well, it's like a rifle, dude. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is my computer. There are many like this one is mine. Dude, that fucking video. Every time I say computer, I think of that video. Like if I say PC, it doesn't pop in my head, but I say computer, I think of that. Dude, that's a throwback. That's a golden YouTube throwback.
Thanks for the YouTube sub, dude. Thank you.
This case isn't helping me the most with cable management on the having an AIO in there. But I'm doing my darn tootness. Have it work. Yeah, dude, there is, but back to what you were saying, Brad. There was, and there still is to this day, like a big group out there that, like, a lot of times it's your own friends too. When like I've seen my friends who like Dude, it's so funny. Like, I built most of my friends' computers, and then when they get a friend that has a computer, they just know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, everyone has those friends where it's like, when you're talking about AIOs, that like, dude, you need this. You need this. Like, you need to get this expensive one. Future proof. That's the word. Future proof. It's like,
Yep.
like, I don't have the money. Well, dude, you have to just spend the money. And I'm like, dude, no, you can get like a 7600X. Be perfectly fine. You can get a 4070 Super. You don't need a 4070 Ti or 4080 Super. Like,
Yep.
just, yeah, but dude, you gotta future proof it. You gotta get the expensive stuff. You need it. You need 64 gigs of RAM right now. And it's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
There is that thing. You have to get an AIO. Air cooling will break your computer. And it's like, no, you don't, dude. Just get like a 7600X and like a AK620. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's like this weird, like almost elitist
No, there really is 100%.
mentality that comes with computers sometimes.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's elitist with everything, but
I don't know if it's elitist as much, because there is an elitist. I'm not taking away, there is some elitists out there, but a lot of times it feels like not in like a mean way, but the nicest way possible. Like, some people are just uneducated, so like it's kind of like that one where it's just like, I feel like some people just really don't know what they want to know, and what they do know is that if you just have the best, of course it's good.
yeah.
So like, a lot of people know the best parts. Like, they know what an i9 is and like a 4080 and 4090 are,
Yeah.
but they don't really know why they're the best. They just know, oh, 80 card good. So when they hear like 60 and stuff or anything like that, they don't know what the difference is.
Yeah.
So they just recommend the best stuff because they know that works, and they don't know
Yeah.
that they don't know what everything else is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I think a lot of times it is that they just... Again, not a bad thing. It's just always funny to me. Because like, I've had a few friends that I've talked to, and they're like, hey, this guy said I should get this, this, and this, and this. And I've heard my friends tell their friends to get this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need a 14900 KS with a 4090 to run Fortnite at 1080p, dude. Like, you just
Yeah.
don't need it.
Don't do it.
There's Twitch chat. I missed it for a bit. How bad would you be if the One Piece... Sorry, I missed this chat a while ago, so I have to reload chat. How mad would you be if One Piece was the friends you made along the way? I already know it's not. Aiichiro Oda has already... That's like one of the first things he confirmed, is the One Piece is an actual thing. Because that was like one of my big concerns, like when you first started like reading or watching the show, was that One Piece was just going to be the journey, was the treasure.
Yeah.
And Oda himself was like, nah, dude, that's dog shit. It's something. No, like, clearly the One Piece was something from the Void period. But what? I have no idea. You want to start the countdown, Brad? Yeah, I'm pretty sure only two people that I know of actually know the end, or three people if you can include Oda himself. But only two people, I believe, besides Oda, actually knew the ending to One Piece.
What is the ending of One Piece?
No, dude, no. Every 5 or so years, he's like, I only got 10 more years on this stuff. And it's been since 98.
Jeez.
I remember originally it was supposed to only be like 100 issues or 100 chapters.
Yeah. What are they at now?
Over 1,000.
Jesus Christ. Alright guys, in the top of Twitch chat, go ahead and place your predictions. Do you think it'll post and have everything work? That means lights are on, fans are spinning, and we get the post light. (1,044 chapters.
Thank you.
That is nuts. That has to be like the longest running anime, probably, right?
Shonen, yeah. There's probably like shows out there like their version of Simpsons or something, which would be Shin-Chan. But there might be other shows or issues like comic strips that technically have longer. What? Yeah.
Craziness.
One Piece is long, but it is really damn good. Hold on, my chat just doesn't want to work. There you go.
$30 left. Get your votes in, people. Good way to earn some channel points.
No, I wonder what the next show is gonna be. Like, I wonder what because there hasn't been one. Like, I think My Hero is about to end. I was really hoping My Hero would be the next one. That's not. I just want to know when the next show is that's gonna be like that Dragon Ball or One Piece, where it's just hundreds of episodes of just epic fights and epic story. Like that. Naruto, or I guess Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece.
Yeah.
That was like the golden shonen. Bleach just needs to come back, dude. I know the writer, I can't remember the writer for Bleach's name now. I know he actually wants to give Bleach a faithful remake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they are continuing the Blood War. But like, what do you call it? I know he said he actually does want to go back because they had all these fillers, like 3 years, 4 years of just filler art.
Yeah.
So I know he said that he does want to go back, and he's in talks with the studio to go back and just reanimate Bleach so it's in HD.
Oh,
and have it just be kind of like how Kai was or Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is, where it just follows the manga.
Yeah.
Absolute, and then just drop the filler, and then, which would be great. Like, honestly, that would have been a smarter idea than just finishing the show. Would have been just to reanimate it.
Yeah.
Because like most people today who are getting in the anime, they're not going to go back and watch something in 240p definition to like catch up.
Yeah.
Because Bleach was amazing, dude. Bleach was fucking awesome.
Never watched it.
Never watched Bleach. Bleach is definitely one of the harder shows to get into, I would say, because the first like 20 episodes suck. Like, they're just, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's one of my favorite shows. The first like 20 episodes are just bad, and then it just immediately gets really good for the rest of the series until the filler.
Mm. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Bleach.
Yeah, because it's like the first like 20 episodes of Bleach are just this dude hanging out at high school with his high school friends. Like, it is the longest prologue ever. It is the longest prologue of all time. And then once the main character's like friend, once she gets kidnapped and they actually go to the soul world, the soul society, and they actually start fighting, then it's good and it stays good. But like the slice of life stuff for the first 20 episodes just fucking sucks.
Damn. You're good to start it.
I'm good to start it. Let's go. I'm actually really excited to see this Deep Cool cooler. We probably won't see the temperature. Deep Cool usually have to download software, but we should get some screen and an LED, some of the LEDs at least. Is it just going to say Deep Cool? I do. That screen is clean though. When you're actually in person, like the resolution on it for that size is really good. Oh, we're on an MSI board, guys, so watch, it's gonna boot back up. There we go. We're fine. Just a boot cycle.
Duck says, doesn't Ichigo have a child?
I don't remember that. Ichigo was a child. Yeah, Ichigo's like 16 in the fucking show.
Did you say 16 for the entire show?
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of those series. It was really cool as a kid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool when you're a kid watching shows. Like,
it's in the manga.
Oh, in the manga? I never finished the manga for Bleach. That might be 100% up. Oh yeah, Kazui. Oh yeah. Way to go, Ichigo.
Doesn't look like the screen's turning on, but I think that's normal for deep
No.
pool.
The screen's on.
Oh, is it?
It pops up saying deep cool.
Oh, okay.
You can't see the deep cool on there?
No, I think the tubes are blocking it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, screen came on. It's just not going to show us a temperature yet. But yeah, computer is posted and good to go.
Cool. Congrats to those who said yep. Sweet.
I do really like that cooler. Like, if I had to get an AIO, if it didn't have the screen, I'm not gonna lie, I do just like the black and silk, like the black and gray aesthetic. I'm not the biggest screen guy. I just don't have a lot of lights in my system, like any RGB. But the aesthetic around the cooler, I really dig. Like, this might be my favorite AIO in shop. This and the Arctic 3.
Yeah, this Mystique 240 is really nice. Thanks again. Shout out to Deep Cool for providing the coolers for today.
Yeah, dude, this is, like I said, 100%. This and the freezer. If you just want black, I would say freezer 3. If you want like RGB or a screen, this Deep Cool is like my favorite aesthetic.
Yeah.
I like the square screen. I will say I like the square AIO screens over the circle because it frames out the motherboard better.
Yeah.
It fits in when you have a circle, it doesn't fit in that mother. It's like an off shape.
Yeah.
And I love just the black on like the gunmetal. Like that's usually like one of my go-to. Like I like black and brown and I like monochromatic or like a black and gunmetal. Very simple color guy here. This is definitely the AIO I would pick up if I wanted a screen or any sort of temps. And those fans, I absolutely love those fans.
And it looks nicer than the Lian Li LCD.
Yeah. Well, the Lian Li is really cool if you're a big RGB person. Like the Lian Li is just more, I would say, fun. I don't like to say one looks better. It's always hard for me. But like the Lian Li looks more fun. And like,
I feel
like you're in a rave. This looks more mature.
The problem I have with it, I think it's almost like too square.
Yeah.
This one, it's square, but it's not like there's some more shapes in it. I think on like the bezel and stuff.
Yeah, it's edged a little bit, but yeah, I think this just has more of a mature look.
Yeah.
Like this is once you hit like 28 plus, like that's your aesthetic usually.
Yeah.
You want everything just to look like furniture, like just plain
Yeah.
old furniture. No, but it's like a compliment. I think this cooler is like I said, it's a very mature cooler. It's not like too out there and it's not overly designed or anything like that. It's simple and those fans are great. I do really like the Mystique. But yeah, build is up, guys. Build's done, guys. This should be up. Brad says tomorrow. So if anyone's interested in this, it is a 4070 Super or a 4070. 4070, I think. 4070. Yeah, it is the 4070 because it's 8 pins. So it's a 4070 with an i5 14400 and the new Mystique cooler from Deep Cool. This will be up on our Ready to Ship page tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. So if anyone's interested in this, it will be available for purchase. So
And then Hugh Stevenson says, how often and what do you use to get dust out of that case?
dust on, honestly, just look up like X Power or DataVac, do an electric air duster, and just like hold your fans still. Hold your fans still. Blow the air duster through them for like 30 seconds. So do like hold the fans on the front, hold your CPU fans or your radiator fans, and hold your exhaust fans steady just so they don't spin and go over their rated RPM. And you just blow the dust out of the system.
Same with the GPU. Hold the fans
Yeah,
of the
same
GPU.
GPU. So just air dust the system. Don't use the canned air because that just doesn't have enough pressure. Doesn't do anything. It's like $10 for a 3-pack, and they just don't last long enough.
Yeah.
To where, like, if you just pay the $40-50 just to get a electrical one, it's 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
And then I always get a box of the yellow, like the heavy duty Swiffer duster heads. And once every 2 months, I'll go through and I'll just wipe down my fan blades. It's like $10 or $11 for a 10-pack, but like one duster lasts me like 7 or 8 months. Like I'm still on one pack I bought like a year and a half ago. So, because you don't need the stick or anything, you just take the dust head and you just wipe off the bottom of the case, wipe off the fan blades, and that will get off any of the dust that's actually like caked on. And then
Yeah, don't use it on your motherboard or anything like that.
and then a little cheat for if you have an air cooler, it helps with rads too. If you have an air cooler, you can get a keyboard microfiber cleaner, and it looks like a little brush, like a paintbrush. Like it's tall, then it's like a wide brush head, but it's microfiber cloths, and it's get one to clean your keyboard. They're like $8, but you can actually get it in between the heat sinks, the fins on a cooling tower. I'm just doing that on camera.
Yeah.
You can like go in between like the radiator heat fins or your tower heat fins and get that off. That again, I would just do that when you do the deep clean, like once every 2 or 3 months. It depends on where you live, where the computer's at.
If you have pets.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have pets, like a husky, Brad.
Yep.
No. It was Alex had the clogged husky hair radiator.
Yeah, mine was just general dust.
Yeah, Alex looked like a puppy got lost inside his PC. But
yeah, I mean, you could do it every month. You could do it every 2 months.
yeah, I air dust. Oh, go on.
It's really up to you.
Yeah, I air dust every 2 weeks for like 30 seconds to a minute. That's really easy. Then like every 2 months, I do like the deep cleaning where that takes like 20 minutes of just wiping off the fan blades and stuff like that. Not that bad.
All right. Oh, he says I used the leaf blower on my HP and there was shit everywhere.
I did the full-on leaf blower. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday with another build.
Yeah, we'll see you guys then.
All right, peace out.
Peace out.